of my streams, they was asking about free readings, like this was the thing that's not done. But I guess maybe I should explain why I would give a free reading so people understand things a little better. When you have a gift, you're not supposed to exploit money involved because it makes it bad. And I guess it's not an understood. I mean, it's good. I'm glad for everybody's hustle, but to me, I'm a, besides being able to do spiritual things, I have a whole life. I knit. I try to help dogs, and I feel you should have a mission. You shouldn't. One thing should not define you. So I guess that is why I do free tarot readings, because there's other things that define me that I feel is more important than trying to take people's money for tarot readings. Because I'm I'm in nursing. I care about people genuinely, and I try to provide a happy life for my friends because I believe if you're not happy, it just makes life unbearable. So this actually makes me happy. Like I said on my other live stream, being autistic, I gotta keep busy, and I get bored easily, I guess. So I try to do things, and to me, this is like talking to my friends. Honestly, I'm not here to beg you to subscribe to me or nothing. I'm just here to talk because I'm not a greedy person. I'm really not. I try to stay nice and humble every day. I actually just hope that something I do helps somebody. So that's really all I do every day. I mean, I was blessed enough to have enough money to be able to sustain me and to be brought into a career that is sustainable. And I worked for my goal. And I believe, that's a job, but this is supposed to be like a fun thing, social media. I don't feel that social media should be something that people are just money thirsty. We're supposed to be, it gives us a chance, I guess, just like on the eclipse. It was, I think, the best thing that made me cry about the eclipse was everybody at the same time was looking at it. And it could give us true unity as people. And really, that's the core of life, is uniting people. If you think about it, it's not that difficult. You don't have to go to a priest. You don't have to go to all of these people. It's just uniting people and just respecting people's personal will. That's really all life is about, and then you meet somebody, you unite with them, and you have a baby. And that would be, I guess, your relationship that you go through. Oh, hello. I was talking about why I do free tarot readings, and it's because I feel that people that have gifts should actually try to help people. And I'm trying to bring unity, and I was talking about the solar eclipse, or the moon eclipse. Oh my god, I don't know why I said solar, but it was such a life changer for me. Everybody was a lot. The whole world was looking at it one time, and a big event like that, and a spiritual aspect, that can bring unity. It really can. it's wonderful to bring unity, and it should be our goal for humanity, but sometimes I don't think it is. Sometimes I think our goal for humanity is to separate. We always separate ourselves. You know, we always separate. This is a man thing. This is a woman thing. This is a gender. Well, obviously I said gender, but or this is a race thing, or this is a that thing. Doesn't it really doesn't matter because we're all supposed to be united, and that's why I feel in this lifetime that people are so unhappy because they'll get with somebody and they try to take them away from everyone they're united with. And really, that's the core of happiness, is to feel united with something, a cause, or just something to bring unity. Because that really is our mission. We were born to bring unity, and we die trying to bring unity. It really is what the higher powers want from us. They want us to be united because if you're here and you're alive, if you say whatever God you're worshiping, whatever that God is, all these gods, it's like one energy. It's not separate. It's not at all. I guess it's what you take of it, but our goal is for unity, and we have failed miserably. We really have. And I feel that if we tried, that we could really do something if we wanted to. And then it's never too late. It really isn't. I mean, unity could come from death, it could come from life. Usually, true unity comes when someone that you love dies. And it's sad that you gotta wait that long. I mean, it's going to happen in your life. You're going to be united one way or another. And usually people are united in death. And I guess it makes me sad that it takes that long for people to unite. And then whoever you believe comes and gets you, I just call it the big energy in the sky. And I do believe that that moon was a sign that we should all be united. I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world. I don't think the devil's coming. I don't think any of that because I believe it's all one big ball of energy. And you take that energy and you split it up and you give it a name. So honestly, if I'd like to see what's logical, even in the spiritual world, because sometimes the dead, I love them and all, but sometimes they talk crazy. They do. But in a logical world, living and hearing their stories and this and that, I guess you could say they they're unhappy because they weren't united in this life and they're trying to look for somebody to die with. This is how you get your ghosts. And it's sad. And they'll hang around people like me to try to get their voice out. But I mean, they're limited because they're dead and they can't move on because they don't feel that true unity. So, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. But I guess I started all this kind of stuff because it was fun for me because I wanted to blog my dog. Because I was informed that dogs only live like 10 years, sometimes that, and it's the hardest heartbreak you can have. And I wanted to have a blog where when my dog died one day that I would have a collection. And I need to do it in such a way, honestly, that even if my phone messed up, I would still have a record of the moments that I had with Chong. Because when he one day dies, I'm going to be heartbroken and torn. It's going to be the worst, one of the worst pains I've ever felt. So I guess when I started my little channel over here, I wasn't really looking to make money at all. It was just a record of my dog's life. And I kind of noticed because am a Facebook junkie. A lot of my friends were on Facebook, so I just started my little groups, really never thought of anything. And then a lot of the space I have over here is a lot of, I used to call the storage space for my dog. And it's crazy. But I did. I literally, because I was looking on TV and there's this lady in a store. It's that show. What would you do? It is a good show, but I have to watch it every day. And anyways, yeah, my husband all the time watches What Would You Do? It's always about these reality shows. I like them, but getting back to my dog, why I started all the basics of this. I was just literally depressed, very depressed. That's why I got my service dog. I was severely depressed with autism. And I just really, I got through the puppy stage because he was really sick because he was a rescue. And we went through some hard times and trials, me and Sean. But now he's healthy and he's okay. And we really have a deep bond. I got him when he was younger, so. And then it just, I had extra time for once in my life, and I was sad because I had low phone storage. And it made me sad that my phone was so low in storage all the time. So, anyways, I was just trying to find ways of getting phone storage. That was it. And I realized I was able to set up a YouTube account over here where I can maybe eventually one day go live. So I started with all my little vlogs. And but the main purpose of here was always storage space. I was okay with that. I wasn't gonna stop doing stuff over here because in this world, you never know when you're gonna lose your pictures. You never know when you're gonna lose those precious videos that you love more than anything. And that's really what this whole thing was about. That's why I don't. It baffles me that people would charge for tarot readings and they charge for everything, and you don't know where your money's going. And I don't wouldn't blame anybody. I'm not gonna sit here and be crazy and say, "Oh, give me $40 for a reading or $10." That's insane. You don't know where your $10 went if you're going to be scammed. You don't know anything like that. And if I like to put myself in other people's shoes, and I social media kind of can scare me. So I kept a real kind of low and just did my thing. I'm not trying to do extraordinary things. I'm not even trying to be a superstar. I was always a person trying on Facebook, trying to spread peace. And I just liked to make reels because it really helps me, it calms me. And I do like writing. I have a book written, and like I've said, I'm trying to save up money to for my book because it's done. So Facebook's starting to pay me a little, and I'm working on it. I do my Chong blogs, and I start off on Snapchat, the craziest places, because I still have phone storage problems. And they have this thing, and I think Snapchat is a part of Facebook. I'm not even sure, but the share can go directly to Instagram. It's like when you're on social media and all these different accounts, like I got threads, I got so many things because Facebook is just expanding out. So, like, its own entity. But all of this was always about storage space. And who has more storage space than YouTube and Facebook? So I figured if I was only a small guy in the world, I was okay with that because I had my friends from work join my Chong group. And my friends from work, sometimes, people will bicker at work or they don't understand if someone was sick or just the usual. So I would just start it out sharing their posts. Teresa was sick. They'll say, "Oh, what happened to Teresa? Oh my God." I was like, "Did you check the Charm group?" I used to say that all the time when I started because I've had the Charm group for now, I think it's about a year. And still now it's mostly just me and my coworkers. It's actually got to 174 people. But it's helped me because they get to work, they go, yeah. And then my one friend Melissa, she's pregnant, and not everybody got to see the sonogram of the baby, so I post that. So I just been doing this for a year and just seeing where it goes. And really, this was always about socialization. This had nothing to do about money. The whole time, this was about social things. Because I would not put anybody in an uncomfortable position and try to sit there and say, I want to do your reading, go to what's up, go here, go there. I'm not doing all that. If you're nice enough to come and listen to me, yeah, I'll give you a reading. I mean, it's what I do. I mean, I do lots of stuff. I define myself as a multi diverse person. I try to do movements for animals. And I try to start little peace movements on Facebook. I'm not sure how successful I am. I mean, my group's still small. The people that want peaceful things, I think, are dying, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm trying. I think it's getting a little better, Facebook, now. It's not as bad as it was. I try to remain peaceful, nice, and try to just spread my goodness. I did try live streaming over there a lot, and I felt very uncomfortable because people can get weird over there, and there was a lot of scammers. But I did live stream for a little bit over there. I did. I had like small live streams, and then my button opened up over here, and I never really expected it to, honestly. But it did. So I'm trying to do something with the button because if you get a button that opens up, you might as well try to use it, I guess. I mean, I don't. That's really where I'm at with that. So, but yeah, I just wanted people to know I'm not this crazy mademoiselle over here and I don't do death readings. I won't because I gotta tap into spirits that are kind of dark, and I really don't like to. And I don't think anybody should know the manner in which they're dying, which I do. I can do that kind of stuff, but I don't like to because I feel it takes away your zest for life if you really knew the truth of how you were going to die. And everybody's path changes. Just because one reader might tell you one thing, it doesn't mean it's that way. It just means they see one path. So I don't like. I guess I would never be able to do this as a career because of that reason, I guess. I just feel that sometimes people go to tarot readers and the tarot reader will tell them one thing. They'll say, "Oh, your husband's going to cheat on you," and it could just mean they were seeing that one path because they were arguing. And then sometimes you see two paths when you do readings. You see dark path and you see the light and lighter path. And some people can see both. I can, but the thing is you gotta be careful because there's always a lighter path, and if people don't know that there's consequences of, let's say, I don't know, there was some girl come around the house and there was a married couple, and she went and got a reading. They said he was gonna cheat on her. But it just so happens that she was really friends with a guy, and the husband was having a misunderstanding about this guy. And then that was the reason he ended up cheating. See, sometimes when you go to these readers, that's what happens. Foresee, they neglect to tell you the reason why that would happen. And you totally have the power to change this. So, I guess that was the nature of tarot reading. That's why I couldn't do it for a living because a lot of people get confused. And if I do reading and it seems like it's to heart, don't take it to where that is the end all. Don't. I'm not God. That's one path I've seen, but it means it's like if you can get a glimpse into the future, it's something that you can change. It really is. And to change something before it happens or change the events before it happens is sometimes the best way if it's an outcome you don't want. But some people don't get warnings on this. But if you do, that's how you treat it. And if it says someone's going to die, don't be so focused on they're going to die. Let's say the car's been having problems and the brakes are bad and you didn't get it to the mechanic enough time, but someone said someone in your family was going to die. It could just mean they would have gotten a car accident if you didn't fix the brakes. So that too could be a problem when you try to do a reading that is upsetting because people don't understand it that are mystics. That too is a reason that I would do things, but I try to do when I ever do a reading, I try to say the reason and what you could do to maybe change it because change is a life. Life change is constant in the world we live, in the universe we live. It really is. So I'm gonna do one reading. It's been almost a half hour in here, but I figure I could just, I guess, tell you about the background of reading. Oh, hang on. Let me get my tissue here. My nose is killing me. Alright, I had to get my tissue. I didn't want to gross anybody out. I have my antibiotics I've been taking. Sometimes I'm sick a lot. It's not because I got crazy stuff wrong with me. It's just I got a low immune system. And it's not due to because I got cancer or anything like that. I'm perfectly healthy. It's this thing that's going around. And I was already have bad ears and got to get dental work done, and my body just couldn't take it. So I'm just back and forth to doctors till I get two things taken care of, and then probably things will be better for me. But I'm gonna do a reading here for someone, and whoever listens to this afterwards, it could be sometimes the cards tell me things that people could be listening to this or stumble upon it that's not in the viewing area. Because sometimes, like on Facebook, that happens to be all the time. Just random posts come up, and sometimes the spirits, depending on the post, you're like, oh, damn. And you feel connected to the post. Sometimes it's because the energies want you to see something. So I try, that does happen. So this might be a reading for someone that just stumbles upon this live stream at a different time. So I got for the future, I mean the past, I'm sorry. I got New Moon in Cancer, and I got you and your loved ones are safe. Alright, that was the past. So that's good that you were safe. I'm glad. And the present is full moon in Libra. And the present situation for this person is a win-win outcome is forecast. So you were trying to get yourself together, pretty much, in layman's terms. And the future is new moon in Sagittarius, and you got luck is on your side. So whoever this is supposed to be for, I feel it was a housing situation, and you're trying to get your own place. And your present is you got enough money and all that, and you've been preparing. And in the near future, luck is going to be on your side because you're going to find the perfect house that's apparently bigger now for you and your kids. So I'm glad. That's a happy reading, not a problem reading. I do enjoy trying to do happy readings. So, but yeah, I figure, I'll just like do an hour and then I'll do a couple readings, and then when I'm gonna go do my activities of daily living, eating, bathroom time, and all that, and come back. So, and that'll make it easier because I don't just to move my box and my cards and all that really takes a lot. Sometimes it takes too much for me. So I am going to shift these up. Alright, I'm going to do another reading. Alright. Alright, I got. So the person this was supposed to be for. The past is full moon in Gemini. And I got the answers you need are coming. You're waiting on some kind of answers. I got that so far. Alright. For the present, you got a gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. Oh, you're working towards something. It's always good to work towards things. I'm always working towards things. And the future of this situation is full moon in Aquarius, which show the world your real you. So whoever the spirits are speaking to now, you had and you was there was you wanted to do a major move together, but you weren't sure if that person was going to move with you, and there had been adjustments in the past. So you kind of been roommates, but you don't know for sure if you're going to be roommates forever because of situations and money situations, which I totally get. And your present situation is you're close to achieving your goal. You got enough money where you could just get a way bigger, better place together or just get your own place. There's a lot of people moving today. Anyways, The past, the future, sorry. Your future is full moon in Aquarius, and you got show the world the real you. I guess show them you could be independent is what I'm getting from all this. This person doesn't seem to think you can function without them. So he's very forthcoming about it. And now you got enough money where you can afford to move on your own, or both of you can have a common goal. And I guess standing on your own 2 feet, you're going to get your answer. That's all right. Hey, I commend you. You got yourself got a job, got out there, you saved your money. That's that's pretty commendable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all with that. So, yeah, you keep it going. Don't lose that job because you know what? There's always other fish in the sea. My mom used to tell me that. If one person wants to be not see your real worth or your happy side, then they're not worth it. That's what I was told, and I'm like that. Anyways, this deck for this reading, for whomever this is for, since I don't go to your house and drink coffee and all that, you got for the past, new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. You're asking a whole lot out of somebody in the past, and you never have anything to give them, so it looks like you're using them. When this card comes up, that's usually what it is. Your present is the blue moon, and it's believe in the impossible. You have very low self confidence, very low, and you don't know if you can, and it's holding you back. So, I mean, I guess, just meditate or just maybe connect with the friends and try to get your self confidence back. Oh, and another new moon in Virgo over here, and it says you are good enough. Okay, I guess it's saying this person does love you dearly. He knows you could do it, and there you go. I mean, there's a good answer there. I mean, just believe in yourself. I feel this is a person going to school and they have to pass some kind of test. I feel it's nursing. I'm getting my feel it's you don't think you're gonna pass the nursing board test. I feel this from you. So you can. You absolutely can pass the nursing board test. So I would go ahead and just take it and maybe study a little more and try to clear your head and maybe use a quartz. They're really good. You could get them at any little shop and just put it on your windowsill and have it collect the moon energy, or and put it in your car too, or if you put it in, you drive, so put it in your car and have it hang there and it'll get the moon and the sun. And then before you go take your nursing board test, just wear it. And I feel it'll clear your mind and you'll pass. And good luck and be a good nurse. Because some nurses aren't so good. And we need more compassion in this world. So I'll do another deck now. Alright. Alright. Okay. Now, alright, with this person in the past was have faith in your dreams, and you got the wax crescent moon. You had very little faith in that you could do anything. So, I mean, you're a good person, but you had no faith that anything could be accomplished. So, the present one is new moon in Pisces, and meditate and contemplate. You got. I guess you just need to learn to love yourself. The cards are saying. And you got full moon in Capricorn for your future. And that's the end of a rough cycle approaches. Well, I'm getting from here. This isn't about school at all. This is about having a relationship. You're not sure if you can. You really kind of been staying away from relationships because you don't have a lot of money and you've been surviving okay, but you're really sad because you had a death in your family. And you had a lot of stuff to do with the death. And you were getting stuff together and your head wasn't in the right spot. I feel it was your mother that died. And you really had a really bad cycle with that. I'm sorry. Death sometimes messes you up for years. And then the future, you got the end of a tough cycle approaches. I feel this has been going on for a while. And somebody's been in your life. You're not really with them like that, but you talk to them every day. He was with somebody else, I'm feeling. And he was with somebody else, but you guys were friends and it really wasn't an issue and you just didn't care for the relationship. They broke up. And you are now, I guess you're just like, you don't know what to do, and he kind of starting to feelings for you. But you don't really want to be, you're kind of, you're happy being alone. But he's almost pushing this relationship. I guess just take it slow. You don't want to jump into things when sad events like that happen in your life. It could be really not beneficial to your mental health. And I guess if he really loves you, he'll understand that you want to take it slow. I mean, at this point, I don't know with that kind of reading if you would want to do physical stuff. Because when you do physical stuff with people that care about you that much, sometimes it bonds you closer. And it's not, it'll hurt the other person because you can let go. So maybe warn them about that. But sometimes when you go through really bad times, it brings people closer, or it could pull them apart. So I would be really careful about that. So I'll do another reading and then I'm gonna probably make some toast or something and Maybe smoke a bowl or something. I don't know. And then I'll probably come on in a little and do the same thing. I'll knit the blanket that I'm making for my sister and wait for people to come on stream and blab about my stuff. And then when I see more people are coming in the stream, I'll start doing more tarot readings. This could be the order of operations for these ones. I don't know what people like. I really don't. I'm a dog walker. I mean, I not I love walking my dog, and this is what I got known for. So I'm trying to do other stuff. This order of operation seems to be working, so I'm gonna keep doing this because it seems people like this better, and you guys come in the stream and seem to be liking that I can do this kind of stuff also. So this is what I'll be doing. If I stay chilling with Chong, it's just gonna be my talk about what I did and all my happy little posts I've seen on Facebook and things like that. Because half of my day is always consumed with Facebook all the time. I have so much going on over there. It's amazing. It's like a marriage you just can't get out of. And then I have over here, so I guess I got me a polygamy thing going with social media. That's a joke. But I gotta try to make a happy medium with everything. So this is my happy medium. All right, in this reading, the past is showing me that your emotions were running high. You got a Superman. Oh, yeah, this is definitely a guy. He actually started liking somebody and they kind of weren't being very decisive with them, I guess I'm picking up. They were kind of like here and there, and he was really upset listening to love songs and, well, I guess you'd call them love songs, those rap songs, those nice ones talking about love. They always talk about love, and usually a lot of positive things, unless you're into the gangster rap. But, anyways, he was doing a lot of this. And the north node you got for your present, step out of your comfort zone. You're usually used to getting the women coming to you. And this woman is not coming to you at all. She's the one that won't come to you. You try to get her to come and she won't come. You ask her to go places and she won't go. It's probably because I'm picking up that she was hurt. She's not with nobody, which bothers you. What doesn't bother you is she won't be with nobody. But sometimes, it's good if they wait, honestly, because if women are waiting, it's a good thing because that means when they do get with you, they'll stay with you or they're feeling you out. And the future to all this situation is a win win forecast. She's going to finally get herself together and you guys finally will be together, but she just has some more things to sort out. That's what I'm getting from this reading. I guess just give her a little time. It's hard when you're in love and somebody doesn't want to be with you in that way, or if you guys are friends with benefits, that makes it kind of worse, I guess, in a way, because you're kind of getting closer and that other person is not. So, and men do have feelings. I was informed that by some people. because I was a man hater when I was younger. I did not like how men were the way they were. I'm trying to realize that men are sensitive more now these days, so I get it. But sometimes, women got to be by themselves for a little bit. Then they come around. But I'm gonna go in because I'm starving and I gotta go to the bathroom, and I'm gonna get myself together again and do the same thing. Same thing. I'm not gonna try to take so long. I'm actually feeling better. Yesterday I just relapsed, had to take an antibiotic, and it's better today. So I will see you guys in a little bit when I'm done eating. And I hope I was of help to you guys. And I did send over my blogs of my dog walk. So because I didn't want you guys to miss out on that because I'm trying to do other stuff live, and sometimes it's easier for me to Snapchat on my dog walks now. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit, and thank you for listening.